Hi everyone, welcome to another video. This time we're going to be looking at Ilkley Station, which was opened in 1865 as a western terminus of the Otley and Ilkley Joint Railway. The station buildings were designed by the chief architect of the Midland Railway, John Holloway Sanders. The railway offered two alternative routes to Leeds, either via Otley and the Leeds Northern NER line through Headingley, or via Guiseley and the former Leeds and Bradford Railway along the Aire Valley. The Midland subsequently built a branch for the latter route to Shipley in 1876 to provide a direct line from the town to Bradford Forster Square. A milepost on the former platform number 4 indicated that the station was 211.25 miles from London St Pancras. So there. A further extension of the line opened in 1888 to Skipton via Addingham, Bolton Abbey and Emsley. This saw the station assume the status of a junction. Terminating trains only used Bay Platform 1, as a lack of facing crossover on the approach lines meant that Platform 2 was not available as a terminating road. Platform 2 was only available as a departure road for trains that were first drawn backwards towards Ben Ridding and then shunted back into the bay. A carriage storage siding was originally provided between platforms 1 and 2, explaining the wide gap between the current lines in this location. The facing crossover was finally installed during the remodelling of the station approaches in 1983, thus allowing terminating trains to directly access Platform 2. The through lines were served by Platforms 3 in the down direction and 4 in the up. The lines continued through the back wall of the station, which quite obviously wasn't there, and immediately crossed over Brook Street by way of a bowstring girder bridge with an 85-foot span. This extension eventually fell victim to a certain doctor's report. It was closed to passengers in March 1965, at the same time as the route via Otley to Leeds, and to all traffic at the beginning of 1966, reducing Ilkley to a terminus once more. The track alongside both platforms 3 and 4 remained in place for a time following closure as a through route, with platform 3 seeing occasional peak time passenger use and platform 4 very occasionally engineering use as a stabling siding. The pedestrian subway leading from the main entrance concourse to Platform 4 and the back entrance of the station on Railway Road was closed in 1983 owing to the deterioration of the glass roof above it. Much of the glass in the main roof at this side of the station was removed at this stage, and Platforms 3 and 4 were permanently closed and the track lifted. In regards to goods traffic, this was catered for by a yard comprising of 9 sidings and 3 through roads situated at the south-eastern side of the station, in the area now occupied by Tesco's supermarket and car park. A large stone-built shed and attached offices were situated on one of the through lines. A 5-ton hand-crank crane stood to the east of the shed. The yard closed for all freight except coal on the 1st of February 1965 and to all traffic on the 7th of August 1967. The last 2 wagons were removed on the 9th of August 1967, after which the yard siding stood derelict until removed in the mid-1970s. The original engine shed, dating from the opening of the line, was on the site now occupied by the station car park. In a subsequent development, a 2-road engine shed and 2 coal sidings, together with a 50-foot turntable, were provided on the northern side of the approach lines and the original facility demolished. Local residents had complained to the railway owners about black smoke in the station area. The new shed was some distance below the main running lines and 2 reversals were required to access it. The Ilkley Brewery building was also provided with a single 475-foot long siding that also served as a head shunt for access to the engine shed area. The shed itself closed in January 1959 with the introduction of DMU passenger services, also known as diesel multiple units. In the late 1980s, the roof area covering the western end of the station platforms was closed in and converted into a small supermarket. The line's been shortened by around 40 metres to make room for this alteration. The main station building was taken out of railway use and turned over to retail in May 1988. The area between former platforms 3 and 4, the Skipton True lines, was infilled during electrification work and is now a car park. The vehicle ramp leading up from Station Road passes through the area once occupied by the coal drops on the eastern end of platform 4. The line was electrified to 25 kVAC in 1995 and was initially worked by 3 car Class 308 EMUs. The previous latticework footbridge, constructed by Andrew Handyside & Co. in 1909, was demolished during electrification works and replaced with the present structure, which has solid sides to protect pedestrians from the overhead wires. You'll only touch them once. Ilkley is notable in that it was the last British rail station to be lit by gas. The gas lights were extinguished for the last time as late as the 8th of May 1988. In November 2011, a major refurbishment of the station, which cost £625,000, was completed. This new upgrade included the construction of a brand new station building with a ticket office, a heated waiting room and new shelters, also providing space for passengers to await trains. Also added were new customer information screens, a comprehensive CCTV system, an improved PA system, and new gates at the entrance of the station. So there we go, folks. There is the end of the video in regards to Ilkley railway station. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it was an improvement on my first original one that I did on Ilkley station. And obviously I would like you to like, share and subscribe if at all possible. So until the next video, take care of yourselves, folks, and goodbye for now.